Good evening, my friends. Today, I want to tell you a story. Not a story about instant success. Not a story about luck or shortcuts. But a quiet story. A story about patience, belief, and one small beginning. And by the end of this story, you might look at your life very differently. Once, there was a boy named Aryan. He was just 17 years old. He lived in a dry, forgotten village. A place where nothing seemed to grow. There were no trees. The land was cracked and brown. The sun burned fiercely every day. Water was scarce. Life was a daily struggle. Aryan's father sold vegetables in the market, but the crops barely grew. The soil had lost its life. His mother stayed at home, carefully saving every drop of water, as if it were gold. For most people, this was just reality. But for Aryan, it was not the end of the story, because Aryan had a dream. He wanted to make his village green again. He imagined trees swaying in the wind, birds singing in the morning, and children playing under the shade. But when he shared his dream, people laughed. "This land is cursed," they said. "Nothing grows here anymore." Even his friends mocked him. "You're wasting your time, Aryan." But Aryan didn't give up, because sometimes belief is the only thing you have. One evening, Aryan sat quietly, feeling tired and alone. "Why does nobody believe in me? Why is everything so hard?" His mother noticed him. She sat beside him and gently held his hand. "My son," she said softly, "great things always start small. Don't wait for others to believe in you. You believe first, and one day they will follow." Those words changed something inside him. The next morning, before the sun rose, Aryan woke up. He took a small bag of seeds and walked to the edge of the village. There was a piece of empty land. Dry, silent, forgotten. He knelt down and with his bare hands dug a small hole. He planted one seed, just one, a neem seed. He poured a little water, covered it carefully, and stood up. "One seed," he whispered, "but it's a beginning." From that day on, Aryan made a promise to himself. Every single morning, he would plant at least one seed. Sometimes one, sometimes two. He used his pocket money to buy seeds. He collected rainwater in old bottles. He protected the soil with whatever he could find. Days passed, weeks passed, but nothing grew. The land stayed dry, empty, silent. Doubts slowly crept in. Maybe they were right. Maybe nothing will grow here. But then, he remembered his mother's words. Great things start small. So he kept going. And then, one day, everything changed. Aryan saw it, a tiny green leaf, breaking through the dry soil. His heart raced. It worked. He ran home. "Mother, father, come see." When they saw it, his mother's eyes filled with tears. "You did it, my son." His father smiled with pride. "I'm proud of you, Aryan." That one small leaf became hope. Soon, a few children joined him. Then more people started noticing. Months passed. 10 plants, 20 plants, 50 plants. The land was no longer empty. It was alive. But then came the real test. Summer. The harsh sun returned. Plants started drying. Leaves turned yellow. Some plants died. Aryan felt broken. All my hard work is disappearing. But this time, he didn't quit. He learned. He studied. He found better ways. Water conservation, mulching, protection. He adapted. He improved. He continued. 1 year later, that empty land became a garden. 2 years later, it became a forest. More than 1,000 trees stood tall. The air became cooler. Rain started returning. The soil came back to life. The village transformed. Aryan didn't just plant trees. He planted belief. Years later, he started something bigger. A movement. One seed revolution. Thousands joined him. Millions of trees were planted. Villages turned green again. But Aryan never changed. He always said, I didn't change the world. I just planted one seed. And that is the lesson. My dear friend, life will always show you big problems. It will make you feel small. People will say, it's impossible. But remember this story. You don't need to change everything today. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. One small step. One small action. One small seed. Because success is not one big moment. It is thousands of small actions done consistently. So I ask you, what is your dream? What is that one thing your heart wants? Don't wait. Don't delay. Don't overthink. Start today. Plant your first seed today. Because one day, that small seed will become your forest. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs hope. And remember, the world doesn't need perfection. The world needs people who start. Be patient, stay consistent, and keep growing.